All right, so I think that everything should be in order. So we should be good. We should be live. Everything should be fine. I have to say, I have been playing on the account quite a bit today and yesterday, and maybe even a little bit on Friday, trying to prep for making sure we can finish this this banner before the the collab drops, because then the festival will end. So I have done quite a bit of farming on here. What's up? What's up? Strawberry shortcake. What's going on us? What is up, fellows? It's a lot of gems. I know. So we weren't really sitting on that much last time we did stream on Thursday, but I have taken the time over the weekend to farm out all of the quests and everything for the towns on the first 4 towns. I'm on chapter 4, so we're at Visel at the moment. The only thing I need to do is finish all of, I think it's these 3. Yeah, I haven't done these 3 yet, which these are actually some pretty decent gems as well. But I haven't done these, but I've done every other quest that I needed to do to max out affinity and everything in the first 3 towns. Well, technically this one too, but I just need to finish these boss battle stages, and everything should be pretty good overall. So yeah, we're kind of chilling. How was your weekend? Pretty good, pretty good. Just chilling, just kind of prepping and everything for the collab. Just kind of chilling out, hanging out with some friends and stuff. Overall, not a bad time. Pretty typical weekend, I feel. You guys doing all right? What's going on, Sylph? Thank you for the good luck shooting doji. What's going on, Ghost? I have to say, I've been getting a ton of use out of Escanor. I think, if possible, I need to farm out some books and everything so that way I can upgrade him some more, because he is... I mean, I know I'm still in the early game, of course, but he is absolutely just carrying this account right now. It's fantastic. Freya's obviously doing a lot too, but I feel like if I just invest into Escanor, he'll be able to take care of pretty much everything for me. What's going on, Jarvis? Chillin', chillin'. Praying to whatever god I can to be able to 6-6 Eins. Oof. 6-6ing a collab character is probably going to be pretty tough, so I wish you luck, my friend. Not looking forward to doing that on... or, well, I'm not going to be 6-6ing, but... Best of luck. Can I get the login rewards after the update, even if I got the login rewards today? So, with the update dropping, there's a new set of login rewards that come out. I do not think that... I mean, the new login event will start to be active, if I'm not mistaken, but I think this one ends tomorrow, the one for the Hell banner, at least. So, I think you'll still be able to get the login bonus, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure if you log in before reset, at least. What's going on, Kit Crow? I appreciate the $2, my man. Very generous of you. I was hoping you'd be here. You seem to be pretty invested into the free-to-play journey, and I know I'm a little bit early today since there's going to be maintenance and everything. Is this the Asia server? It is the Asia server, yeah. What's going on, Diesel fan? Want waifu Albedo? Don't we all? Won't spend 60 gems on Hell. I don't have her. Oof. Well, that's all right. I think, honestly, with the new collab characters and everything coming out, I mean, Hell does seem to be pretty good on some of the teams that I've been seeing people run. But overall, I think with some of the new collab characters, you might be okay to not have Hell. Because, I mean, depending on what your unknown setup looks like currently, there's a pretty decent amount of unknown characters you can kind of sub in for different stuff. Planning to get the cosmetics, but I will divert to summons if I have to. That's completely understandable. I mean, getting the character is obviously #1 priority, I guess, which I guess after you've already pulled the character, getting the cosmetics would maybe be more important, just because the cosmetics won't always be available forever. So, I don't know, maybe after you get the character you would want to buy cosmetics, and then just try for as many dupes as possible, but I don't know, up to you really. What's the difference between the Asia and global servers? So there's technically still on the same version, they're just on 2 separate kind of like, they literally are on just separate servers, so this is still like the exact same like account that I use for the global servers, but if you swap it over to the Asia servers, you literally just get like a second account basically, because they the servers store data separately. So I don't know. There's not really a difference. It's all the same language, the exact same build of the game and everything. You just get a different server. Like all of the Asia server players are on this server, whereas I mean maybe some of them signed up for global, but overall it's just two separate player bases, kind of. The game itself is pretty much the exact same though. Have no work, so I can stay and join the whale account summons. There you go. Yeah, I'll probably take a break while the maintenance is going on and everything, and then we'll come back later tonight for the big boy summons. Just use the same sync code. I'm honestly not positive on the sync code, but I know that it still uses the same like email and password that I use to log into my main account. So, how much gems do you need to finish the roto? I need 420, which we've already went 480 in on the banner. So I went ahead and made sure that we had everything good to go. Like I was like, if I'm gonna finish up this hell banner, which I really wanted to, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to do a bit of farming to make sure that I can actually get what I need, because the banner leaves tonight. So that way the new banner can come out. So I made sure to try and get everything that I needed on the free-to-play account before it ends, because I'm not really planning on summoning on the collab banner on the free-to-play account. So I'm not that worried about like rushing to save up a whole bunch of gems and everything for the collab banner while it's out. Went 600 on her, but I got shafted out a lot. Got 3 Thests and Red Freya, didn't have her, so that's good, I guess. Honestly, getting Red Freya is huge for your account. Like, it's very, very beneficial. I'm really glad that she was, like, the first SSR that we pulled. Don't know if I want to summon or save for the end of the year banner. Yeah, I think that's the big conundrum that a lot of people are going to have. That end of the year banner is probably going to be pretty insane. Obviously, we don't know what it is just yet, but, it's more than likely going to be really good, so... Might be tough saving up if you end up having to spend a whole lot on the festival or the collab banner. Should finally hit 13 mil box CC after picking up the few Overlord collabs. Nice, yeah. I think once I get all 4 of the collab characters from Overlord, I should actually end up finishing the Constellation 5 that I'm on, and I'll hit 14 mil box CC. So it's gonna be a pretty good banner overall for like just the account in general for the main. So that'll be kind of cool. Alright, so I think this is the last free summon that we get on the free like starter banner or whatever. I went ahead and put 1 multi in the other day, so that way I can make sure I can get Gother here. So now we have level 90 Gother, which is actually really, really nice. So, honestly, huge gains for the account. I'll read a little bit of chat and then we can hop into the Hell banner, I think. Want to hear a bad joke? I have 97 coins. Gosh. Nice. What gear is the best for Shaltir? It seems like everybody's running attack crit on her. I had a comment on, I think it was the gear video that I did for the collab units, that somebody was saying that they would rather run HP defense or something, but I don't know. I think going like all out, like attack crit on her could be like the most effective way to get use out of her, like frenzy buff or whatever that it's called. I'm interested to see if any of the like translated sort of buffs and everything get different names on global. Only doing the free multis on my free-to-play? Yeah, that's completely fair. Going in for 4 rotations in hopes for 6/6 Eins and Albedo. Wish me luck. Yeah, good luck, man. That's gonna be that's quite a bit of gems. That's 2,400 gems. So that's gonna be quite the sink. Hope you get some good pulls, dude. Use all the tickets to get the free and spend the gems until you get Albedo, then dip, save for the new year. Yeah, I think that's probably a really good plan as well. Oh, I forgot. I have a bunch of these free tickets. I have a bunch of the human tickets right now, so I'll go ahead and throw some of these multis out. Got a lot from this banner, to be honest. Escanor, Freya, Tyr, Freyr. Yeah, those are really good characters to have. I'm really hoping that I can pull a Tyr copy, but I'm not going to get my hopes up because, I mean, I don't know. I just don't really expect it. Like, Freyr would honestly be really, really good for this account, too. So we'll have to kind of see how the rest of the rotation treats us, I guess. Probably going to wait till the last week of the collab to see what's next. That's completely fair. There was a Hawk and Oslo that got leaked, so I'm assuming that's going to be the banner that comes out after this one, which I don't imagine that he'll be anything like super good. Full rare multi, Pog. So yeah, he'll probably be like an easy skip unless he just has some like ridiculously good passive or something, which I don't really see being the case. But yeah, I don't know. They might end up switching it up. He might not end up being the banner after this one, because I'm pretty sure they leaked that Hawk and Oslo like a couple of months ago as well, and we're just now getting like more leaks about it. So I imagine he's pretty much finished at this point, but who knows. Still haven't decided for either Liz or Escanor. Such a tough choice. Liz or Escanor. On the free banner, like the first pull, like the first like free festival characters, is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about LRs? Ooh, nice. We got an SSR. If I could get green Escanor, that'd be insane. He is on this human banner. Got major shafted on this banner. Yeah, that sucks, man. It happens every once in a while. Hopefully, if you end up summoning on the whatchamacallit, the collab banner, hopefully the luck, you know, transfers into the next one. What's going on, Konata? LR versions, gotcha. Yeah, Escanor can be really nice. I really like Escanor for like event bosses and stuff, and like the PvP human team is really fun for me. But Liz is very helpful when it comes to like PvE stuff. Oof. Okay, green Griamore is not what you really want to see, but hey, it's a unit we don't have, so I guess that's cool. Get Liz then Escanor. Yeah, I think Liz is going to be pretty helpful for a lot of people that don't have her. Escanor's so good. Yeah, true. Felt like a leaked troll. I mean, he also got leaked several months ago as well, like I said, so I don't know. It's kind of weird that he's gotten like 2 sets of leaks at this point. Are you going to make a gear comparison video for Albedo to see what is better, HP defense or attack crit damage? I only typically build 1 set for collab characters because most of the time there's not more than 1 character that has the same name and everything, so I'll probably only end up building 1 set for her. And I'm not sure 100%. I think I'm going to go with the attack crit defense, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I know some people have said that they're just going to build HP defense for all of their collab characters, but we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. I do still want to kind of look around and see what other people are building before I completely commit to the UR gear, because I'm fine with doing like ungeared showcases for now. Demon King took my luck, 3-6 in 1 rotation. Dang, yeah. I think, I'm pretty sure I have 3-6 on Demon King as well, so kind of similar there. Got him with a single ticket. Dang, I never do singles or anything, so it's always cool to hear people getting stuff off of singles. How long till they drop? They drop at 12 o'clock for me, so that's roughly 5 hours from now. If the banner doesn't get delayed or anything crazy. When I was almost done on the banner, 987, 1 ticket, I got Demon King. Dang, that's awesome, actually. What's going on, Lord? Wish Mael would come back into a banner. I know, I was really hoping he would be on the Hell banner, to be honest, but they really are being kind of stingy with that, man. It's crazy. Single tickets is a curse. I never get anything crazy off of like singles or anything, so I just don't do them anymore. But, you know, some people get some decent luck with them. I'm going to go ahead and use these SSR tickets as well, because I could use any character, to be honest. Yeah, I'm really hoping that Mael is going to be on some of these end-of-the-year banners. Ooh, Nanashi's really nice. I do kind of need Nanashi for the backline if I end up getting a full unknown team. That's actually a really good pull. That's awesome. Obviously, I'm still going to have to build the Holy Relic for him and everything, but still really, really good. Need Mael 5-6 to make Dragon easier? Exactly. I'm in the same boat. I have him at 4-6. I was really lucky on his banner. And then, yeah, I literally just need him to be back for one pull, but then again, I've not pulled Escanor anytime he's come back either, and he's been on like 2 or 3 banners at this point, so, ooh, that's actually kind of bad because she's free in Hero's Way. She'll get upgraded, but I guess it's a free coin. So not super happy about that pull, to be honest. But anyway, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and hop in here. Obviously, like I said, Hell would be nice, obviously, but I'm going to get her at the guaranteed either way, so I'm not too worried about dupes. We already have Escanor. Dupes would be okay, but I'm not too worried about it, to be honest, because we're not really planning on doing a whole lot of PvP stuff. Deanne would be kind of nice. King would be kind of nice. I already have red Freya, so I'm not as worried about green. Tyr would be awesome. Freyr would be awesome. Brunhild could be kind of nice. I already have Miguelda. If I could get Jormungand or maybe Thonar, that could be kind of cool. Maybe even Red Magelda. I don't know. There's a couple of good characters in here that we could potentially pull, but let's see how it goes. You'll 6-6 him trust? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to get my hopes up that high. Ooh, okay. Might be okay for the first one. Good luck. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. The free-to-play summons are definitely a little bit more... All right. get wrecked, me. They're a little bit more nerve-wracking, I think, summoning on the free-to-play, because I had to, like, literally farm out all these gems and everything. We'll see how it goes. Pulled Hell already? No, I haven't pulled Hell on the free-to-play. Nothing yet. Nothing crazy so far. The only festival character we've even pulled is... I mean, we pulled Escanor, but we've also pulled Purgatory Bond, and I don't really think Purgatory Bond's going to be worth investing into on this account, since it's so late in the game, and I'll need, like, Red Excalibur Arthur at the very least before I even am able to use him. Bro wants the whole banner. I mean, considering this is a brand new account, I mean, any of the characters that I can pull will be pretty helpful, I think, in some way, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, like, because I don't own any of the characters, any of them would be really nice to pick up. You know what I mean? All right, what do we got? Okay, Tristan is probably not going to be super useful, I gotta say. He's cool, but not really a good pull for the free-to-play, I think. Like, I guess that's, like, GP and everything, but I really doubt I'll get any use out of Tristan on this account. Little fella right here, I don't know, not on that one. Maybe soon. Pulled Hell twice with 300 gems, but can't get my pity to get her 3-6. Aw, that sucks. Yeah, sometimes scrambling to get the gems that you need before the banner can end, or like ends, is a bit stressful sometimes. But I guess it is what it is. All right, what do we got? Okay, powering up. Tristan got the best looking ult in the game. He does actually have a really cool ultimate animation. I do like his ultimate. Tristan a PvP demon / goddess backline buff. Yeah, but I'm not really planning on messing around with those teams as far as I know. Plus, I mean, if it's PvP only, like, I'm not really... Oh, I don't think he's PvP only. Is he? I'm not 100% sure on that, actually. But, yeah, I mean, I'll probably use Unknown Team for PvP anyway, and I'm not really planning on, like, try-harding PvP, so it's not really going to be a big deal. What team are you aiming for on this account? Just because of all the unknown support and everything right now, I think it's going to be a really good time for me to try to do unknowns, but we'll see. I'm mainly summoning on this banner because of all of the demonic beast like value that can be on this thing. Like getting Magelda this early was really, really nice. If I could pull Jormungand, that would be really, really nice. We could get some good Holy Relic stuff like once we unlock the demonic beast and I build up the account a little bit more. But yeah, Freyr would be huge. I'm mainly focusing on PvE stuff, so just this banner has a lot of value for me. Oh, brother. What is this? What is the man doing? Alright, well, we do get a guaranteed here. Anybody got any guesses for the guaranteed, I guess? Tristan, my man. Tristan really bringing out the luck here, I guess. Not saving for end of the year fest. Yeah, so I'm skipping the collab and everything on this banner. We'll probably just save for New Year's if I had to guess. Unless the November festival's like insanely good or something, then I might try to summon on it on this account, but I'm not really too convinced. I think if the November festival character is really good for PvE, I may end up spending gems on that account or on that banner, but more than likely I'll save for the New Year's banner because normally the New Year's character is really good on both PvE and PvP, but I mean that's really up to the devs. Who knows? Tristan, oh god, you guys are really gonna. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I mean, I probably won't get the greatest use out of her, but I'm going for unknowns anyway, so she actually could be decent. I can only imagine if they end up giving her a Holy Relic, it'll probably be behind Nidhogg, so on this account, I probably won't actually be able to get it, but who knows? We'll see how things pan out, I guess, but all the Tristan guesses are... were throwing me off there a little bit. Dang, okay, we're actually getting some pretty decent SSRs at the very least. Mommy Merlin. Here we go. Here's the third Tristan. You guys were just off by one with the Tristan pulls. Here we go. First pull, Tristan, here it is. What do we got? Oh, it's... Oh. We literally are... We're set. We get hell at the guaranteed. We get Hell at the guarantee. We literally have... I mean, if we get Freyr... I think we would still technically need Freyr if we wanted to go for, like, the most meta team. But having Tyr is actually insane. Like, super good. To be honest with you, I think if I can pull... If I end up pulling Hell before the 900... Well, I guess it would probably be worth it to just go for 900 anyway, but... I was going to say if I pull her first, I could maybe dip out and try to go into the collab banner a little bit. I don't know. Probably not, though. I need to save for the end of the year stuff. Called it. There you go. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've called the tier pull for, like, the last, you know, several multis that we've done, like, before this stream. Every time we got a multi, you were like, all right, this one's tier, baby. So that's really funny. Very nice, very nice. Ooh, okay. Dude, we're actually getting some decent SSRs. Nice pull right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ever since Mael, I'm too afraid to skip Fest in general, since waiting almost a year for his reappearance is ridiculous. Yeah, honestly, I don't know why they're being so stingy with that, man. He's actually, like, his PvP team is not even good at the moment. So, letting people pull him, like, I mean, he's really just helpful for Nidhogg right now. And they just won't put him back on the banner. It's really stupid. Your Freyr is coming. Oh, boy. Freyr. Oh, it's a 2-in-1. All right, all right. Skip, you gonna get her? Oh, no. We'll see, we'll see. When's the collab dropping? How many more hours? Roughly 5 hours from now. Little less than 5 hours. Had the faith in Tyr. We did pull the Tyr. Tyr is really insane. So good. I'm happy. I'm chilling at this point. I'm pretty... getting the Tyr is huge. Like, actually huge for this account. What do we got? What do we got? He does have a Unity. We could pull more copies, maybe. Okay. Blue Lost Vein's not great, I'll be honest with you. It is what it is. What's the next one? Here we go. Okay, so this is Ragnarok Merlin. Also not great. Will you be doing live summons? Yeah, in the couple of hours whenever the banner drops, we'll be on the main account, and we'll be doing summons on there. If only you skipped. I know. I know. Unfortunate. Gold farm. True. I do like Blue Lost Vein for the gold farm, but I think the team that I use has Red Brunhild on it, and I don't even know if she's on this banner. Dude, the SSRs. I'm wasting all my luck before the collab banner, so that's cool. Just tuned in, and I was wondering if you can, or if you figure out the gear you will use for Albedo. I'm still leaning more towards the attack crit defense at the moment, but I'm planning on doing ungeared showcases and stuff for the moment anyway, so I'll probably take the first couple of days to try to do a little bit more research first. Is this your first rotation? Yeah, this is the only rotation we've done on the free-to-play account. New characters, that is true. This time it's Yorm. Yorm would be kind of nice. I wouldn't complain about a Yorm. Use unknowns for farming. Unknowns are really good for farming as well, so realistically, now that I have Tyr and I have Red Freya, like... I'm kind of chilling. Raining with SSRs today or something? I know. I don't know what's going on. The free-to-play luck, finally. The luck on banners is always at the end for me for whatever reason. Like, sometimes the beginning of the rotation will be really bad, and then it just picks up a lot. And I don't know why. How the summons been? Not too bad. Today, they've been great. Ooh, 2-6, baby. I think that's an extra Final Flame stack. That's actually so nice. So good. I really wish we would have got the animation for that. That would have made it hype. That would have made it so hype. Luck is being yanked away from you before the collab drops. No kidding. I'm gonna get screwed tonight. I'm afraid summoning on collab. I've only got 360 gems right now because I went 2 rotations on Hell. There should be a decent amount of free gems that we get during the collaboration, so hopefully... I mean, I have no doubt you'd be able to finish the rotation if you ended up using all of those gems, but, you know, obviously with the end of the year banner coming up and everything, a lot of people are pretty concerned about that. Another SSR. It's pretty late. I guess we'll click through. I feel like it's way more exciting on the free-to-play to actually, like, see what we get, so... Plus, I'm missing a lot of characters. What's going on, Lonnie? What's going on, Otazku? Mom? I'm not sure which one to say on that one. I assume that's mom and not ma'am. What's going on, guys? Alright. A lot of clicking through on this one, but we'll see how it goes. I actually need to feed the dupes for my SR and R characters, but I've been using some of my R stuff for or not R. I've been using some of the SR coins for Super Awakening a little bit. Not a whole lot, but we'll see. What do we got? Oh, no. Alright, I guess it is what it is. I can't get every crazy character in this banner. You're so screwed on your main. I know, it's going to be bad. Luckily, I have the gems I need to get everything, so not a huge deal. But, yeah, it might end up draining more than I hoped for. We'll see. Hacking an SSR at every pull is insane. I know it is. We're cracked tonight. Saved for 7 months, 4K gems spent on Hell Banner to finally get 1 tier and 0 Hell. I had to pity 4 Hells, by far my worst luck. Yeah, sometimes dude, Festival Banners can be really hit or miss for me. I either go to the 900 mark and get 1 copy, or, dude, another SSR. Or I end up getting really lucky and I pull 2 to 3 copies and then, you know, I don't know. Sometimes it goes really well, sometimes it goes really bad. My name means I have a question in some languages. Oh, that's kind of cool. Well, welcome to the stream. Hope they add new animations for the end of the year festival banner. I know, new animations for summoning is so much fun. It's so cool. See, it gets you hyped up, man. I hate that they don't do it as often. What do we got? Okay, there's the green one. So that's more outfits and stuff for us. God almighty. Good God. Good God. What a woman. What a woman. I'll let you pass on this one? Alright. We're passing. You let me pass. Come on. You are not pulling collabs on your main with this free-to-play look. I know! What is this? I mean, I can't complain, because this is nice and all, but... Man, the luck tonight is going to be so bad. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Bro, all SSR, I know. I'm really scared now. Don't even summon on the collab tonight. Reset for tomorrow. God. Yeah, it might be better to stay away from the ban. Oh my God. What is this? What? Ah, yes. What is happening? Free-to-play starter pack. No kidding. My face hurts. Oh, God. Okay, alright. That's not great. I mean, the dupe is nice. Another Magelda. Okay. No, I mean, the Jormungand is pretty huge. Honestly, like, I wasn't really sure about, like, which demonic beast we were even going to be able to take down, but I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to at least do bird and deer. Dogs is where it gets pretty hard, so... Ah, man. These summons. I've got Lost Vein already. Bro! I guess all the farming I did over the weekend to prep for this was worth it. Holy, man. Beat all the snake with no help. Just my brain first try. There you go. Yeah, honestly, I think the deer is considered to be the easiest one. Luck as you buy more tactic. Yeah, true. No kidding. Oh, Lord. This is crazy. I got Meg 6/6 only from this banner. That's crazy, too. That's how it was for me with Blue Hawk and Oslo. I didn't have a Blue Hawk and Oslo for a really long time. And I was able to get him like 4/6 on the first banner that I pulled him on. Time for Thonar. No kidding. If we pull Thonar, like, I mean, I'm not really worried about for Nidhogg because, like, we're not even going to be able to get Margaret anyway. LR Liz is probably a really long way away. Oh, so good. Oh my God. Dude, we're cracked. We're cracked at Fortnite. We're crazy. Yeah, I don't know. If we could get Thonar, like, I would be very happy with getting to the dogs at very least. Alright, I think this was probably going to be a dead one, if I had to guess. Not dead yet. Alright. Hello there, why so early? Because the maintenance tonight is going to be happening, and I'm going to be on the main account doing summons on the collab banner whenever it drops, so I can't really stay up too late for this one. I'm like on a time limit, I guess. What's this beginner luck? I really don't know what's happening. This is actually insane luck. Free-to-play summons really going crazy. I'm glad I decided to summon on this banner, too, because this banner's got a lot of great value in it. It's the most SSRs I've seen in 300. Holy crap. I know. This is nuts. It looks like it's dying off finally. And I'm going to get my hell after this one, so that's great. But I think the only thing I really wished I would have gotten was Freyr, but even then, literally no complaints. Absolutely no complaints. When's maintenance start? It's 9 o'clock for me, so roughly an hour and a half from now. I imagine during the stream we're going to get the 1 hour like maintenance notice at some point. All right. Whew. Rotation's over. We get the hell. There she is. We literally have such a good unknown team now. Down to 15 gems, but I am more than happy. More than happy. Absolutely happy. Holy, I mean, we're still super early on this account, so I'm not gonna have the gems or like the materials to power all these characters up by any means, but dude, why does this happen so often? There we go. Yeah, we're not going to be able to power all these characters up by any means right now, but hey, I will be working on these characters for the next little while, I would imagine. Oh, that's so insane. I don't know what to say. Wow. We got Green Gother. Look at all these new SSRs. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Shoo! Oh boy. Well, he is definitely like one of the first ones we need to invest in. That Unity's super good too, so I'm gonna go ahead and feed him the dupe for sure. Man, holy. I do have 2 full awakening tokens right now. I think I give them to him and Hell, so we'll see. He got Tyr. I did get Tyr. We got 2 copies of Tyr actually, which is super crazy. So that's great. We'll do him and we'll do Hell. Where's Hell? There she is. Which I'll need to invest into Nanashi at some point too, but without his relic, it's not going to be nearly as crazy. So, we'll see how things go. Of course, let's go ahead and use these. Whew. I'm baffled. I'm gonna go back to sleep. Alrighty. Have a good one. That's a really good rotation. Yeah, honestly, no complaints. Zero complaints. Let's go ahead and get them to at least 60. And then we should be alright. You have 80 unit now? We have a couple of 90 units, and then we have a couple of 80 units from the different banners. Ooh, okay, these are gonna slow us down a little bit. Let's do Tyr first then. I think I might have some of the mats to get those dark books, but probably not like right this second. It's a lot of new characters, my G. I know. I'm not sure if we have enough yet to do Constellation unlocked yet, but I do have a lot of GP that I need to invest. Well done. Thank you. Hope you have the same luck later. I am feeling that all of my luck is gone at this point. The last 2 multis were dead. That's probably not a good sign. Also got Big Summer Mommy. True that. You gonna be from now for Overlord collab? Nah. So we're gonna stream up until maintenance happens on this account, and then I'll probably take a break for a while up until the whatchamacallit, the Overlord collab drops, and then we'll go live on the main account. Not going to be much I can do while maintenance is going on anyway, so we're kind of chilling. Alright, let me go ahead and get him to 60, I guess. From South Africa, you are appreciated. I appreciate that, man. That's cool. Cool to see that I have viewers all over the place. Always fun to hear. Can already see the Hawkslow curse later. God. We'll see. I mean, I'll pull for the new one whenever they come out, but I'm not going to be super worried about like investing too much into them, of course. Don't forget to unlock his passive. Yeah. Much longer until maintenance. Roughly an hour and a half. A little bit less than an hour and a half. Alright, so we got the weak point. We don't have the debuffs on him yet, unfortunately, so we'll just go ahead and use the Pierce card. Maybe weird, but I'm excited to summon watching your stream. Yeah, honestly, this went super well. I'm very happy with how this went. I am not sure how the collab summons are going to go at this point, but definitely interested to see. Only reason a free-to-play should be summoning for the collab is tar dupes. That's it. Collab units don't really help free-to-plays that much because No cosmetics at all. Well, I don't think Tyr is even on the banner. What's your opinion on Tyr's Berserk? It's crazy. It's really, really, really strong. Like, really strong. Probably the best part of his passive. I mean, like, putting the crit resistance lower on is really nice, too. Don't get me wrong, but... Oh, Tarmiel. Oh, okay. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, Tarmiel is really nice to have, but... Not too sure. Like, I would like to have Tarmiel for this account as well, because Red Tarmiel would come in handy a lot, but I think I'll just save and then maybe try to pull him on, like, a future banner that has a little bit better value for me. But it is what it is. Some people might not have him. Like, if you don't have Tarmiel and you're already interested in the collab stuff and you summon and you get him, I mean, that's just kind of like a plus, but I don't know. I mean, they're really nice to have, but I don't know that I'd go out of my way right now with the stuff that's coming up to worry about pulling them. At least not on the festival or the collab banner. Alright, so he's 60 now. We'll have to start working on Super Awakening him as well, which is going to be kind of a pain. I'm not really that worried about character dupes on this account, so I'm tempted to maybe invest a little bit into him. I think we'll maybe wait on that for the moment, though. I probably will end up using him on the team, though, so I'll give him Easton's gear, which is nothing crazy, of course, but it is what it is. What's going on, Venom? Alright, so... Do I have the stuff to even trade for these books yet? So I need 10 of these. Yeah, I should be hopefully good on these. There we go. 10 of those. I need 2 of those, 1 of those. Okay. Okay, so 2 of these. There's not really a point in using that one. And then I need 1 of these 5-star books. Okay, we actually have a decent amount of these, actually. Alright, so she'll be level 60 now, which is crazy. Great. Who are you most hyped for? I'm actually really interested to use Shaltir. I know that Albedo is kind of the one that everybody's excited for, which is understandably so. Like, she's really cool. But I really want to... Like, I know that Shaltir can be kind of hit or miss from what I understand, but I think that she seems like she's going to be really fun to play. And so I'm pretty excited to play her just for the fun factor. I love fun characters. I really hope Tyr is going to be on the banner after the collab because I need him on my global so bad. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I was saying it earlier. I'm not 100% sure if the next banner is supposed to be the Hawk and Oslo banner or not because he got leaked. But I don't know if they'll end up throwing him on that banner. Maybe, but I'm not too sure. Shouldn't use character dupes for Super Awakening. Trust me. What for? Have a lot of experience upgrading free-to-play accounts. I mean, I guess, but I'm also not too worried about like. I'm not super worried about certain characters' ultimate levels. Like, some of the characters, of course, I would love to have dupes for if they're, like, really meaningful dupes and everything, but when it comes down to it, I'm not worried about PvP, so, like, the CC and stuff that I'm going to get from them isn't going to be that crazy for me, and I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm not super convinced that I'm not gonna use those yet, but, like, Tristan, I'm probably never going to use him, so I'm not really worried about his dupe, to be honest. Lost Veins I might end up using. So it'll be kind of nice to maybe give him the dupe, but for a lot of the characters, they just won't end up getting much use, and the CC isn't really worth it to me in that regard. Killian Tyr is on the unknown ticket summon, so you don't need to wait for him. Oh yeah, but those unknown tickets, those can be really hit or miss. I mean, you can pull him off of there, but the odds are probably not great. He's a seasonal? I mean, I guess, but it still doesn't really matter that much to me. Just having the character is enough to use it. The seasonal doesn't really bother me too much. What equipment should I use for Hell, Pure Attack, Crit chance, or crit damage? I'm pretty sure you just go full attack on her because she gains attack related stats per stack, so it's not really gonna matter if you go too much on one side or the other. So yeah, but yeah, HP defense is the best gear. Just do attack rolls. Don't know how many R coins I have spent in the shop to get those tickets. I got nothing. Ooh, that's hard to hear. I don't like using tickets and stuff like that for or like coins for tickets or anything. But I know that sometimes you just gotta risk it. It's rough. I appreciate that, Rayad. Hey, Nalyd, I got rough time doing episode 563 without Ultimate Escanor. Which one is 563? Is that the OG demon? This is Asia? It is Asia server, yeah. Alright, we've awakened some characters too. Pog. Is it possible to get around 240k CC in ungeared PvP when you have around 10 mil box CC? I can barely get around 230k with the Sins team. All units are max. While I see the human team hit 240 plus. I think at that point it really like relies on your box CC buffs and your constellations and stuff, because like once you get to 13 million, you have the last HP buff, which is I think 15%. So I mean, if you're seeing people hit that high, they probably have decent. They probably have decent like box CC and stuff like that. What a good friend. I mean, you can send me a friend request. I don't care. I mean, I don't know a whole lot of people on the Asia server in general. So, I mean, if you're on here, by all means, feel free. Sorry. With R coins, I get them, or I get from the collab. I'm gonna try to get Red Freya from the tickets banner. Oof, best of luck. Feed Escanor dupe. Oh, that's a good point actually. Escanor does deserve the dupe. Escanor dupe kind of goes crazy. Plus we get the we get 2 final flame stacks instead of 1. That's actually gonna be. I mean, it's not crazy good, but it's definitely helpful. Now, now my Escanor on the free to play is on the same level as my. On my main account. I do have 1 extra dupe on my main account, but still the same final flame stack, so that's kind of unfortunate. Caught a Nalyd stream plus stream for the collab. We win in true. What's going on, Dark Trinity? 563 is the OG demon, and I got good units, but still don't win. Yeah, a lot of people have trouble with that one. I can't remember if there's any sort of like big gimmicks that anybody came up with to sort of like cheese that fight, but I ended up using, I think it was Green Sariel counter for a lot of those OG demon fights. I think it helped a lot, but I don't know, you might not have Green Sariel or something. You might just have to experiment with whatever you got on the account, man. Some of those fights do get really rough. I guess we just hop back into more storyline then, since we're kind of chilling for the moment. Plus we can go... I think I keep Escanor on here for now. Maybe we put Tyr in? I'm not sure. Because, I mean, we don't have any Super Awakening or anything on Easton. Maybe it would be better to do... Hell? Nah, because we can lower the crit defense, or the crit resistance with Tyr, actually, which will be really nice. Forgot we got Gother, too. Gother could be really nice to throw on at some point. My teams are getting crazy. Because with the second team, we can definitely go like Hell, Tyr, Freya. And that would be really, really good. Still need to power up some of these characters, of course. Oh, I gotta use Liz on this one anyway. Let's maybe throw Liz on for the moment then, since we gotta use her for the story. Albedo's going to be the so OP for story boss fights. Yeah, I imagine you could probably end up using her whenever she comes out, if you're summoning. Use my Green Sariel 6/6 and still lose? I don't know. Yeah, I think the thing is you probably have to try to get like really good RNG and try to go for like a level 3 counter or something like that. Some of those stages, like if you're trying to go for like level 3 counters turn 1, it can be a little bit annoying. But I don't know. Some of those stages, like I said, can just be pretty rough. You may just need to keep building up your gear and stuff. Well, you said full UR gear 15% and all, so yeah, I'm not sure. You just kind of need to figure out a team that you can use to work. Because, I mean, I think I did a video on the OG demon fights and everything, but I mean, you know, it's different for everybody. Not like just because it worked for me doesn't mean it's necessarily going to work for other people if they don't have the same sort of setup and everything. So it can be a little bit all over the place in the game like this. Blue Fraldrin with red Melascula is always reliable for stories, difficult story missions. Yeah, that's a really good gimmick. That one is super, super helpful for stuff like that. Ooh, we don't even have like a really good DN. Getting Ragnarok DN could have maybe been kind of cool on that banner too. Unfortunately, she's PvP only, so probably wouldn't have been the craziest, but could have been nice, I guess. If you could only get one unit from the collab, which one would you choose and why? You could look at it for content perspective or just quality of the unit. I think Albedo is the one that everybody's going to be trying to get. Just like in general. She's like really, really helpful. Ooh, I thought that was going to... it's actually not... well... DN is so bad that it's gonna make me... Oof, God. Alright, oh well. But yeah, Albedo seems like she's probably gonna have the most longevity, at least for the moment. We'll see, but she definitely seems to be the strongest character of the sort. For the moment, anyway. We'll kind of have to wait and see how the meta changes and stuff like that. Would you use Spooky Party Easton with Hell and Blue Roxy? What do you mean? Probably not. I mean, the Crazy Roxy is humans only, pretty much, so there's not really any reason to. Plus, Easton only works with human allies as well, so Hell's kind of just like out of place on that team. I'll check the friend request in a minute. Don't forget to use the friend units on hard stuff. Yeah. I haven't really faced anything like super, super hard yet. I imagine that there will probably be some like hard story missions that I can just cheese with friend units, but for the moment I haven't had anything like super crazy. Plus with the units that I pulled off this banner, I should hopefully be pretty good. At least for the next little while. Revive the counter meta. Albedo might end up bringing the counter meta in. Should I level up my tier or save for the Overlord collab? I'm not that into the grind because of work, so I only have enough to level one character. I mean, if you're already going to be summoning for the Overlord collab, I mean, you might as well just wait until you see which characters you pull and then go from there. But, I mean, tier is really good, so investing into him at some point is probably going to be nice. So either way you want to do it, I guess. I hate Albedo in the anime hot take. I think that she's a little over the top. Everybody's like really Albedo simping, but she's a little too crazy for me. A little too I don't know. She's the way she acts is not my cup of tea. Albedo's apparently super bugged on JP with tier, and her level 2 taunt isn't working properly. Yeah, so I've heard. I'm kind of hoping that they've already figured out some sort of fix for that. I don't know if we'll get the fix for the patch itself, but I'm kind of hoping we do, because it would be nice to have a unit that works properly, of course. Especially with her being the one everybody wants to use. Will Albedo be the first collab to not fall off? I mean, there's still some characters that are still like good from old collabs, but eventually everybody falls off. The power creep in a game like this is through the roof. Send a friend request too. Nice. All right, I'll let me. Well, I think it's already gonna put me in a mission. If it doesn't put me in a mission, I'll grab them real quick. Counter meta just leads into stance cancel meta. I mean, true. Any sort of meta that comes out, there's always like a counter meta that comes out with it. Nice, friends. Oof, we gotta use... Oh, no. Gotta use the bad characters now. And I don't think I have any of them powered up, either. You go on the team. What? Oh, maybe I'm just doing that wrong. I'm stupid. Let's go for... I think Escanor is probably better in this scenario. Maybe. I think Rimuru fell off. True. Rimuru's still crazy good. I mean, maybe not like crazy good, but he's still great. Still very usable. Which is crazy considering how old he is at this point. What team do you use on Collab Special Boss? I have no idea. I mean, it's not out on Global yet, so I don't have any experience with it. I think you just kind of use like a stance cancel character and then just use damage for the rest of it, but I'm not 100% on that. Patience, Pog. I shouldn't have attacked with the level 1 character. Unless New Year's or Novemberfest has ignore direct albedo, will be fine. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Oh boy. I'm excited for the summons, though. If you think albedo is crazy in the show, just wait till you read the light novel. I probably will never get around to reading a light novel, so... Too many shows and stuff to watch. Probably never gonna... I'm not that big of a fan of Overlord to even want to go back and read the manga/light novel for it, so... Usable where? What do you mean? Rimuru's good pretty much anywhere. I mean, he's good for final bosses with his Abyss ultimate. You can use him in PvP to suck the buffs away and use it for infect. The fact that he has an AoE infect just makes him very usable in general. So he might not be like over the top crazy like he used to be, but he's still very usable. You stream Overlord summons? Yeah, whenever the banner comes out on Global, we'll be streaming. Streaming on the main account. Any waifu that is underworld typing, albedo being succubus and Shaltir being vampire, they're #1. And we'll take my whole paycheck. Good lord. You're simping too hard. Check your simping privileges. Main counter for Demon King. He is kind of nice for the Demon King, actually. Get the Pierce buff a bit fast. Final boss is too niche. I mean, that's true, but it's really nice to be able to like fast farm final bosses and stuff. I'm assuming I have a Hauser, but yeah, he's in the same boat as Griamore, so that's unfortunate. Need to power up some of these characters, I guess. Which I need to power up Escanar some too. What is one character you think is a must invest? I mean, at the moment, probably Tyr. Tyr is like a character that is like all over the game right now. Which is awesome to think about, because I was literally just thinking about it earlier today. Originally, when Tyr was like first getting leaked and announced and stuff like that, I was like, man, I really hope he's the Demonic Beast unit for Nidhogg, because I really want to be able to like use him like longevity-wise, because like every PvP character eventually falls off, and he will eventually too if the game lasts long enough. But yeah, Tyr is just like on a whole nother level. He is like incredibly useful for whatchamacallit, just the game in general. So I'm glad he's good enough to where he wasn't gonna immediately fall out of the meta like I was maybe anticipating him to if he was a PvP character. But he's like really broken, like really strong. Besides, you need a 4/6 or higher to fast clear. I mean, that's a good point too, but there's a lot of characters that are only good if you have them high CC or like high dupe level too. So he's just kind of fallen into that category, unfortunately. Having to use Hendrickson. Very cool. Ruining my CC. Which I think if I level up one more time, I'll get artifact cards, which will be kind of nice. That'll boost my CC a little bit. Has an image of the Hell Hawk Pass outfit been released. I am still want to see how it looks. Are you talking about the basketball one? I mean, it's out on JP and everything, but I have no idea. I mean, it doesn't really look good to me. I've seen a picture of it on Twitter, but that's about it. No, Guilt Thunder, I was going to use that buff. Deldry for sure. God. Deldry's... As much of a meme as Deldry is, like, she's surprisingly pretty helpful in, like, very niche situations. Kind of nice, I guess. Currently powering up characters for to finish reverse stages. I really wish that they would come out with some new reverse stages. Like, I mean, the reverse stages aren't anything like super crazy fun or anything like that, but at least there's like some decent rewards there, and it's entertaining for a little bit. I can only imagine at this point, because the game is so power crept, that the new character, if they do release some new reverse stages, they'll probably be really hard. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. Reverse stages, I miss those. Should reset them, or I need the gems. Yeah, if they reset them, that could be kind of nice too. But we all know how that went with the tower, so maybe better to just leave it alone. If they reset it, they'll take it away. There's a reason why Netmarble doesn't do Abyss that much. Abyss is so broken. Abyss is very strong. I was really, really happy that, like, whenever King got Abyss, because it was super cool. But it really wasn't even, like, that good on King back in the day. Like, it was good, don't get me wrong, but I didn't think it was anything, like, over-the-top crazy. Whereas, nowadays, if a character gets an Abyss ultimate, like, they're pretty much locked in for a little while. Like, they're pretty good for the foreseeable future. Which is cool. Definitely gives some longevity to some units. This week I didn't receive my PvP gems. Is that normal? I mean, if you haven't been playing, then they won't give you PvP gems, I don't think. But, I mean, if you've been logging in and playing the game like normal, then yeah, you should have gotten them. You might be able to contact support, but other than that, I don't really know what else you'd be able to do. What's Abyss? It's an effect for ultimates. It basically makes it to where I think it's a percentage of the damage dealt whenever the ultimate hits. It will, like, deal additional damage at the beginning of the enemy's turn. So even if they don't die from the ultimate, it'll turn around and it'll be their turn, and then they'll take even more damage after that, which is pretty crazy. It's very, very strong in certain situations. Did a friendly against my guildmate, and he used Eldry, and it had my maxed out the one ultimate do 0 damage, and I was pissed and wanted to refund. Yeah, that's the crazy thing is in Heroes Arena, actually, I was able to use Deldry at one point, and it locked onto tier, and he wasn't able to do any damage to me, which made it incredibly easy to take out the tier team. But obviously it's only a 25% chance to lock onto tier, so it can be very bad. But yeah, every once in a while it'll hit the right character and it'll be super funny. How's that different to Death? I mean, it's not necessarily different to Death. Death is normally a single target skill, whereas Abyss are all AoEs. And Death can scale all the way up to 100%, so it'll just double damage, whereas Abyss, because it's AoE, it just deals a ton of damage to the entire team. I don't know. I guess they both kind of have their own uses, but, I mean, there's two different skills. That's why Rimuru and Freya have busted units, or ults. Yeah, that's true. Which Freya's, I guess, isn't necessarily as good because it has the whole wave thing going on with it, but still very good. I think they had to, like, find a way to nerf it a little bit, I guess. Play every day. I'll talk to support then. Thanks. No problem. Yeah, I would definitely contact support over that because those weekly gyms are super important. It's always weird using, like, these, like, solo character sort of, like, story stage things. Because it gives you a character that's, like, just above the CC requirement, and then sometimes, like, I don't know, you're just so used to, like, using really strong characters, I guess, and then they make you use a single character that's not really that good. Hell mid, not gonna lie. I think she's alright. She's pretty good. She's a game changer just for being on the field, which I think is pretty cool. Like, in-game wise, damage dealt and everything isn't always the craziest, but just like forcing the character to be very cautious about using AoE skills and stuff like that can be incredibly useful. Ooh, this is an AoE actually. We'll use the AoE, why not? If you have a 6/6 ult, Rimuru can just cheese fights. Yeah, it's super crazy how he does that. It's only 50, but I feel robbed. Oh. Well, I mean, 50 gems is still a lot, though. That's almost 2 multis. Someone called my queen mid. No. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I'm not super, like, crazy about Hell. I like her character design and stuff like that, of course, but she's not, like, over-the-top busted crazy. It is what it is. 30% reduction. Why not? Hell's also good for Heroes Arena. I'm wondering how helpful she'll be after the seasonal buffs and everything are gone for. Like, I wonder if she'll actually be a character that people want to use in the next season. I think that's going to really determine how useful she's going to be. Because, I mean, I think she'll still be pretty useful, of course. Like, even without the stats and everything, as long as she has, like, crit defense and stuff and she can stay alive. Like, a lot of the Heroes Arena teams use AoE, so it should actually be pretty nice to help, like, whittle down the other characters and stuff like that. So I think you're right. She's probably going to have some decent longevity as far as Heroes Arena goes. But I definitely want to see like if there's like a big drop off when it comes to not having those additional stats with her. Which I don't think it'll be too crazy, but we'll see. Love skipping every turn in PvE and having Hell killed by standing there. It is kind of crazy sometimes. She can definitely like force your hand. She didn't deserve to be a fest. I think she's fest worthy. I think she's really cool. Everybody complains about a fest at some point though. All right, there it is. Server maintenance, 1 hour. Soon. It's happening. Just Leroy Jenkins at Hell or not. You getting those these AoEs? That's funny. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes if you can full send it and I mean you kill her off, then you don't even have to worry about the debuffs or anything like that. You just get away with it and it's fine. Can be kind of nice. Just bond tier. Or just ban tier from Heroes Arena. Well, that's the thing that I'm really worried about is that because tier is in the Heroes Arena, I have no doubt that Albedo is also going to end up being in Heroes Arena. Probably in the next season, and like I'm really glad that that Demon King isn't a defense unit, because if people were using him as a defense unit in Guild Wars, we would have seen him in the newest season of Heroes Arena as well, and that would have been super annoying also. Which I mean, 2 turns to build up and everything would be maybe a hindrance on him, but at the same time, like I mean, you know, some of those teams are a little bit more like stally, or like you need to try to regen your HP and stuff back before you move to the next stage, and like having to worry about his damage cap and everything, and like killing him in a certain time limit could be devastating. I don't know. Heroes Arena, like with some of these new power creep units, is going to be insanely hard. We'll see how it goes though, of course. My Red Knight Arthur is 5'6" and never used him. Fair enough. There's a lot of characters, unfortunately, in the game that go unused nowadays. Hopefully, which I don't expect every character to get an LR, but hopefully there will be a decent amount of LRs for like some of these side characters and stuff. Hopefully they don't keep it to just like main characters. The debuffs and extra damage is good, and decreased crit chance and damage, which is good. Yeah, I think Hell's pretty solid overall. I mean, she's not like insane crazy. She can be really tanky too, which can be kind of annoying. And the revive sometimes can get a little crazy, but overall, I mean, she's a pretty solid character in my eyes. Don't have the Liz that's in the coin shop right now, but had enough to get her, but leveled up my Hell. Was it worth it, or should I have gotten Liz? Are you talking about like the festival goddess Liz? I assume. I mean, she's if you're talking about that one, she's a little outdated at this point. Probably not like super worth investing into at the moment, but if the angels end up becoming meta again at some point in the near future, then she could be useful to power up at some point. I feel like Hell tier and Sigurd team for PvE. We actually used that for a video not too long ago as from a request that I got in the Discord, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It wasn't like Sigurd is like pure support at this point. Like he really doesn't do a whole lot of damage or anything, but overall it was kind of fun to use. I think Freyr is the one that people use the most in the 3rd slot, but overall, Sigurd was kind of fun. New unknown team is Albedo, Shaltir, Demon Lord Rimuru, and Nanashi backline. Crazy, okay. It's pretty solid. I'm sure they're like, I mean, God, there's so many like decent unknown choices right now too. It's kind of crazy. Nice. Oh, we need to clear more death matches and we can get Red Escanor. Yes! My favorite character. Nice, we just can get Bond for free. Pog. Oh, Howlix. Pog. Tier 3 of Limit Break unlocked. Awesome. I need to farm out books maybe or something so that way I can get my Escanor powered up. But I don't think I have a whole lot of 6-star books if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I have one single blue book. I guess I could invest into Freya a little bit more, or even go for tier at this point, but I think I'm okay for the moment. We'll just keep messing around with some story stuff for now. Ended up getting the 300 gems to finish for a pity pull for Hell. Crossing fingers I get another copy of Tier. or some more Ragnarok characters. Any good luck rituals y'all do in the chat? We just got crazy luck on the Hell banner, so I hope some of it will rub off on you, I guess, because we eating good on this banner right now, at least. Need to streamline how we get LR coins. Heroes Arena is so repetitive, and I would like a rotating raid boss for coins. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why they went with the... I mean, I guess it is what it is, but I'm not a big fan of Heroes Arena being the main way you get hero or like the LR seals, but I doubt they're going to change it, to be honest. I'm just glad that we at least get some seals from the... dang, we have to use these 3 characters. I'm glad that we at least get some coins from the labyrinth at the very least. That's at least kind of nice. Alright, luckily I have a decent Slater. Guess we can use this melee, and then I can throw Death Pierce in the back. Why not? Basically, Nalyd's advice is to rub one out. I did not say that. That is not what I said. That is not the advice that I gave at all. Ran hell with Hijack Gother, and it was fun. I actually haven't used Hijack Gother in quite a while, at least for PvE stuff. Or PvP stuff, sorry. Which I guess I don't technically use him for PvE either, but he's actually kind of a fun character to mess with from time to time. Whenever there's a lot of debuffs and stuff in the meta, it can get kind of crazy. Not let Anthony cook. No. Cooking with the wrong ingredients, man. My global account, I have 160 gems and I'm ready to summon on the collab banner. Good lord, that's not a whole lot. I hope you can get at least an SSR or 2. On the Asia server, hope to see you around. I appreciate that. I'll see you. We'll see how it goes. I'm not planning on doing a whole lot of PvP or anything, though, so I doubt I'll end up, interacting with too much of the community on this side. Which, I mean, I guess if I do, like, demons and stuff, maybe, but overall I probably won't be as interactive, I guess, as I am on the global server. What other gacha games have you been interested in? What other games have you been interested in non-gacha? Not too much. I normally play Hunt Showdown as my main game as far as FPS games go. But I don't know, I play a little bit of everything. I've been trying to play more Starfield lately, but I can't really seem to commit to playing it much at the moment. And I don't know, I have a huge Steam library that I just never seem to take the time to really play the games that I own. So, I mean, just from time to time, I'll mess around with some stuff, or I'll play some co-op games or whatever with a couple of friends. But I don't know, I play a little bit of everything. So I'm not super interested in anything at the moment, I don't think. I don't think there's anything that's coming out soon that I'm got my eye on, I don't think. But I don't know. There's supposed to be some cool games coming out next year from my understanding, but I can't really think of any off the top of my head at the moment. Could be a cool year next year. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm really interested in the Super Mario RPG remake that's coming out in the beginning of November. That should be kind of fun. Starfield was really disappointing for me personally. Yeah, I really like Bethesda games and stuff like that, and I don't know what it is about Starfield, man. It can't seem to hold my attention for very long. It is what it is. I like the game, but it's maybe a little bit more boring than I was maybe hoping for, or I don't know. It's just too open. They made too much stuff. Which sounds weird, but they really shouldn't have made as many planets and solar systems as they did. They really should have slimmed it down and made each of them a little bit more interesting, instead of doing 1,000 different planets that are all really mundane, I guess. I don't know, that just seems like a really dumb way to do it, but I guess it is what it is. Play a horror game on stream. I don't like horror games at all. I don't watch scary movies. I don't like being scared, so that's probably not going to happen, but who knows. If I end up streaming a lot more, I guess it could happen maybe, but yeah, I don't really like playing scary games or anything. Took a break from Starfield, understandably. I haven't played it in like the last like 2-3 weeks or so. I need to like just at least try to force myself to play through the main story of it at the very worst. But it is what it is. Play Dragon Ball Legends. I used to, whenever the game very first came out, I played it up until Rose came out. But once this game came out, I kind of just focused on this one only, and I don't really like gacha games that much. So playing more than one of them sounds like a terrible idea to me. So this one is the only one that I really like invest time into. Like I'll download one from like time to time if it catches my eye and like try it out. But overall, I don't really like playing multiple gacha games. Feels like a chore. Feels like a job. This one's already a job. So it can be not great to play multiples, at least for me. I know a lot of people play more than one, but not my style. FNAF. I've never played FNAF. I'm probably never going to play FNAF. Farm World Tree for LR coins, way easier than Heroes Arena. Yeah, but you're only getting like one a week. That's crazy. That's very slow. Which, I mean, I guess if you're just playing like the Heroes Arena on like the easier difficulties and stuff, it might not be too bad, considering that you'll at least get some coins there. And then if you like to play Labyrinth, you could you get the 20 from there, and then just grab like extra coins like every week or so. That could be kind of nice if you're just taking a little bit more like relaxed approach from it. Games all seem to go big today and do that. They leave stuff in the background. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. Like, the older I get, the less like focus I seem to have for stuff like that. So I really like for games to be a little bit more linear, a little bit more interesting. I don't know, it just like Starfield's really cool, and I like Bethesda games, and I like open world RPGs for the most part, but when there's like way too much stuff to do, like I would like to build a base in that game, but I just can't seem to find the time to really want to like mess around with that. It just, I don't know, some of the stuff just kind of ends up going unused because there's just too much to worry about, and I just can't really seem to focus on it. It really sucks, but I don't know. Linear games might be the way to go for me. How about hunting games? Call of the Wild is relaxing. A buddy of mine actually played Call of the Wild a little bit. It seems cool. It seems very realistic, which I guess is maybe a good or a bad thing. But I used to play when I was a lot younger. I think on the PS2, I used to have Cabela's Big Game Hunts, and that game was really cool. I really liked that game, actually. Will you be trying the One Piece game that looks like 7 Days Grand Cross? I don't know when it comes out, if there's been leaks. Yeah, so as soon as that game gets a global version, I'm going to hop all on that. Because as much as I don't really like gacha games, that I like this game a lot because of like the style of game it is and like the gameplay and everything. And it looks like the One Piece game is literally just this, but with a One Piece skin. And I'm way more of a fan of One Piece than I am Seven Deadly Sins, so I would be more than happy to just like jump all over that. I don't know if I would like drop this game or anything for it, but depending on how things are going as of the time of it releasing for this game, I would definitely be interested in like swapping over to it. Like, it's probably the only game I'm like super interested in as far as like gacha games go. Like I was kind of interested in Black Clover, but that game has fallen so far. Want to try Baldur's Gate? Baldur's Gate actually seems really cool. 2 of my friends actually bought it recently, and they're playing through it co-op, and it sounds really fun. I know that it's a little bit more open, but I think it's really, really like well polished, and it's got some really cool stuff in it. I think that would be a game that I'd be pretty interested in trying at some point. I don't know if I'd want to like pay full price for it or anything, but yeah, I think Baldur's Gate looks really good. I definitely want to get around to it at some point if I end up getting some time. When's the update? Roughly 4 hours from now. A little bit less than 4 hours. Blasphemy? I haven't played Blasphemy. I've seen a little bit of gameplay for it, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't been really into like the indie game scene much lately. Every once in a while, like I'll get really into indie games, and then I'll play like a AAA game, and I'm like, wow, like I can't believe how polished and like how well the indie or like the AAA games play. And I mean, not every indie game has the time to like polish their game nearly as much, but man, sometimes like taking a break from indie games and playing like these really well established games is so good. Like after playing indie games for a while. I ended up going back and playing Horizon Zero Dawn when it came out on PC. Man, it was such a good game. Really enjoyed that game. I also played Days Gone when it got ported over to PC. That game was really cool. God of War 2016 was really, really cool. So many like big games that have been really great lately. Which those are kind of older games that just got ported to PC, but you know what I mean. Some of the story battles of Grand Cross get harder and harder than before. I'm stuck in the Demon King Meliodas fight, and he has 340 KCC, and he does a lot of damage. Yeah, the story quests lately have ramped up so much. It's kind of crazy how much more difficult they've gotten. Never seen such a botch quite like Black Clover Mobile. I know, it's actually crazy. Like, there were so many people excited for that game. Like, the last game that I can think of that people were, like, pretty excited for was, like, maybe the Slime game. As far as, like, the Grand Cross community goes, whenever the Slime game was about to get released, like, a whole lot of people in the Grand Cross community were like, oh, like, this game's dead, I'm going to Slime. Like, Slime is going to be crazy, and I'm pretty sure Slime kind of flopped as well, but a lot of people were really hyped and excited about Black Clover, and they just seem to be stuck in this like really weird spot that they can't seem to get out of for whatever reason. Have you seen 1999? Some homies are saying that it's identical to Grand Cross, but in my opinion, it's more similar to Eversoul. I did look into it a little bit. A couple of people were talking to me about it the day before that it came out, and I watched a little bit of gameplay for it, and I admit that the battle system is like Grand Cross, but the overall like graphics and the like chibi characters and the like 2D style of the game isn't really for me. Not really a big fan of the way that the game looks. But the gameplay and stuff seems to be pretty similar, at least. So I mean, if that's what you're into. But I think Grand Cross just has like this like 3D art style that looks good, and the gameplay is very good, and I don't know, everything just works the way that I want it to in this game, I guess. Like, there are things that could maybe be changed and improved upon, of course, but the overall basis for this game is just like kind of hard to beat for me. Like, this is like what I want a mobile game to be like. You have a Discord? I'd love to keep up to date with Grand Cross, and your videos literally save me when playing Grand Cross. Yeah, we have, I'm pretty sure there's always a link to the Discord down in the description of all of my videos and stuff, so feel free. Always got some people chatting and talking and stuff in there. It's a pretty good time. If they both solo leveling Arise, I'll be so infuriated. Botched solo leveling. Yeah, well, at least that one's with Netmarble, which, I mean, Netmarble is not the greatest publisher. I know a lot of people don't really like Netmarble, but at least they seem to be very thorough with like making a game. Which I don't know much about the people who actually make Black Clover, but so far it doesn't really seem like they're doing too well. But I don't know, it could just be some like weird behind the scenes thing that like nobody's aware of that kind of like ends up ruining the launch of that game. I really don't know what's going on, but it's quite unfortunate to see for sure. Helps that Grand Cross has a PC client, to be honest. Yeah, honestly, I'm so spoiled by this PC client. I really hated playing on the emulators back in the day, and like as soon as this PC client came out, man, it's so good. I really love the PC client. Like these new games will get up or like end up getting announced, and I'm like, man, I kind of want to try that, but they don't have a PC version of the game, so I'm not even going to bother because I don't want to download BlueStacks. Like, I really hate playing on an emulator. Like, it sucks. It's really clunky. It feels bad. The resolution looks bad. Like, everything looks like crap. I don't know. I'm spoiled, man. The PC version, because I'm mainly a PC player. Like, I play the game on my phone, but it's the only reason I play it on my phone is because I can't buy things on the PC client, and because now that I have two different accounts, I've more recently been keeping the PC logged into the free-to-play account because I've been working on it so much, and then I'll play like the main account dailies and stuff like that on my phone. So yeah, honestly, just the PC client, so nice. And more like gacha games lately have been doing PC clients, which is great. Like, I think that's so good. Because, I mean, I think that a lot of people are just kind of sitting around their house playing games like this anyway, so being able to play it on your computer just seems like a win-win. But, I don't know. Not sure how hard it is to like actually develop a PC client, which they've been in the beta for this one for forever now. So who knows if they'll even update it any. But it's at least out and it works and they get updates. So that's all I care about. Tried it, but the gameplay is too Eversoul heavy copy for me. But the story is nice, to be honest. Yeah, the some of the enemies and stuff that I've seen in the trailers and everything look kind of cool. But yeah, overall, I don't really see myself like messing around with it. But it is what it is. Seems neat. I know a lot of people seem to be kind of jumping on it for the moment. Who knows how long that'll last? When PC Client getting an official release? Yeah, who knows? Man's been in beta forever. What's going on, Arnold? I don't have a lot of AoEs on this team, actually. Oh, well. Once I get Albedo, I'll be able to defeat the demonic beast bird and dogs because her OP counter. I have heard that she's actually pretty solid for some of the demonic beast stuff, which is really cool. Why everyone pull tier, but I can't get one? I'm sorry. He's really nice to have. I know that it sucks when you can't pull a character like that. The only mobile game I liked more than 7DS Green Cross was Naruto Blazing. Such a shame that happened in that game. Yeah, I wasn't... I'm not like a super big Naruto fan or anything. I'd watched it really late compared to everybody else, I guess. But I don't really know too much about the overall like development of that game or anything. I know that it was like what a lot of people that played this game were playing before this one came out. But yeah, I don't actually know too much about the overall game itself. I never played it. It had already shut down by the time I had looked at it at all. Might as well ult. We can ult and we can get a level 3. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. If there is one thing I wish... Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. If there's one thing I wish they would improve in this game, it would be the resource to ascend characters. Been playing since launch and still missing so many SSR medals and SA coins. Yeah, honestly, like SSR pendants took me forever to finally be able to like sort of farm out to where I'm like in a comfortable position. Like I have a lot on the main account right now, but there's still a lot of characters that I don't have like maxed out or anything. But on the other hand, there are a lot of characters in this game that are really not that good / not really usable. So, I mean, I think as long as you can sort of like keep playing and level up the characters that are actually important and good to use, for the most part, I think that giving too many SSR coin or like pendants and stuff like that can be kind of bad for like the overall game feel. Because I know that for me, whenever I end up getting my whole box to level 100 and I max SA coin all of my characters and everything, I'm just going to be super bored. Like, I'm not going to have anything that I want to work on as far as that goes. So, like, the game will be pretty much like autopilot for me, I think, at that point. Which I'm definitely, like, I like playing the game. So I'm very, like, I want to, you know, keep working on the box and upgrading my characters and everything like that. But when it comes down to it, it's going to get to the point where I'm not going to have anything else to do. Like, I'm just going to be super bored, and I'm just going to log in, do dailies, make sure that I have diamonds for new characters, and I imagine I'll just sit on enough materials to power up characters as they come out. So it is what it is. It's kind of like a weird sort of like give and take where like if they make it too easy, the game will be like super boring a lot faster. But I don't know. It's always weird when they add new stuff to work on because everybody's like, like now there's a whole new thing that I got to worry about. But like for people who've been playing the game for a long time, it's you know, there's got to be something to do, I guess, or else like there's no point in playing. You know what I mean? What do you think is the minimum requirement to defeat floor 1 of Snake? I guess it just depends on the team that you use. I know that some people use the like the cheese team or whatever, where they use like King and Valenti or whatever to like patience for floor 1, but yeah, I guess it just depends. I've heard that 8 mil box CC is like the earliest that you want to even take on the Snake, but I've also heard 10 million, and there's all kinds of different things that people suggest because Snake is very hard. So we'll see how things go, I guess. I just want to ascend for box CC though. Yeah, I think that's another thing too. Is like personally, like, I know box CC is very important nowadays, but I don't really like playing the game for box CC and stuff like that. Like, once I got to 13 million, I have like very little drive to like just like keep making like making R gear and stuff like that for characters just to boost box CC and everything like that. Like, I just like building characters and stuff like that for fun. So like just forcing me to like increase box CC is kind of lame. Like, it doesn't really do a whole lot for me. Like, there are buffs and everything that you get for it, of course, but it just gets a little boring. Like, at the moment, with me being, I'm at 13.5, I'll be at 4 million after the collab drops on the main account. I don't know. I don't, now that I've gotten the max HP buff from the box CC stuff, I just don't want to, I don't want to like just senselessly make rare gear sets and stuff like that for characters. It's just really boring and tedious, and it's, I don't know, it's just kind of annoying most of the time, so not really, I understand that box CC is very important, especially for like the early game and stuff, but I'm at a point now where I'm super comfortable with where I'm at, so I don't have to worry about it nearly as much, which I know not everybody's in that position, but just one of those things, I guess. They should add, or they should do, is add Demonic Beast Cubes in World Tree Shop, LR coins in the coin shop, and add Light and Dark units in the coin shop too. I would really like if you could get those cubes, to be honest, because I always need to run the deer to get the gold cubes, because he's the only boss that has gold cubes, but I never want to run it because I already have all the relics and it just feels like a waste of time. But there are some decent things that you can get out of the gold cubes, at least from the King Exchange shop and everything. Do you think that it would be possible for Tier to be in the December banner end of year? If yes, do you think that the devs will actually give us the opportunity to exchange for him in the exchange shop? No, they will definitely not make him exchange shop worthy. They only put festival characters in the exchange shop. I've been saying for a while, though, it would be really nice if they would put some of the Ragnarok characters in there to help people out who can't get them and stuff. Because like a lot of the Ragnarok characters are like just useful for PvE stuff in general. So I would love if they would make the coin shop more accessible for units like that, but I would imagine he'll probably be on the banner. He's at a point where like he's pretty new, pretty good. A lot of people want him. I think they'll make him like a decent selling point for a lot of banners. 5 mil box CC. Floor 1 is a no-go for me. I mean, I don't necessarily know. That's only what I've heard. It's kind of hard for me to comment on stuff like that because the free-to-play account is too early to even mess with that kind of stuff, and I feel like my main account is way too like over-leveled comparatively, so it's hard for me to say like what a lower tier box CC player could do, you know, because I'm not there anymore. This kind of content wasn't even out when I was there, so it's just really hard for me to say overall, but. Yeah, it's kind of something you're just going to have to either, like, dip your toes in the water and see how it goes and if you can mess with it or not, or, I don't know. Because, I mean, a lot of it's going to depend on, like, which characters you're using on your team, who, like, if your gear is really invested into, if you have the costumes and stuff for the character and everything. Like, it's, there's a lot of different factors that go into the late-game content stuff, I think. You should add Team Ellie at least. Team Ellie would be very nice for some players to have, honestly. Like, I don't know if they could just do it where it's like on a timer or something, where it's like, hey, this light or dark unit is old enough at this point where we're not too worried about him. Like, let's add him to the coin shop so people can get him. That would be really nice. Because, I mean, mine's 4.6. I would love to maybe get him 6.6. Not that I really use him anymore, but even if they gave him like a relic or something like that, that'd be really helpful. I don't know. It would be nice to be able to get some of these light and dark characters more often. Queen Hell will be in it. She's a fest unit. Well, she won't be in the coin shop, but or are you talking about the banner? Not 100% sure. It may be a little bit too early for Hell to end up hitting a banner. I probably shouldn't use these bond cards. I don't know if he's gonna kill. I don't think he's going to kill, but maybe. It's a low amount of HP. Oh, he did. He's crazy. I think they need to make the artifact sets more obtainable. I think they just need to make more plate cards. Or, like have you be able to get better plate cards or whatever. Because I feel like there's so many sets that I'm never going to be able to power up because they make a new card set, like, every 2 to 3 weeks. Or maybe not that often, but, like, I think they come out with a new card set at least, like, every, like, month or two. And unless you're just getting really lucky with like dropping demonic beast cards or dropping, you know, the demon cards or whatever that are SSR and stuff, or just getting really lucky with the pack pulls, then there's just a lot of card sets that just are going to end up going unleveled up, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is, I guess. Dark and light characters are not the rare anymore, or not that rare anymore. Just put them in there. I know, honestly. Nag posted a screenshot of someone with 1 mil box CC beating Bird, if that's what you're talking about. That's very interesting, actually. It's crazy how hard the Bird was when he originally came out, and how much he's sort of like, I don't want to say fallen off. Like, he's definitely not easy, especially at 1 million. I would imagine at a 1 million box CC account, you'd have to have like the perfect units for it or something. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Just need the units, that's all. I guess that makes sense. 30 minutes, 30 minutes. It's happening, it's happening. Thoughts on Bon and Elaine? Jericho was better? Jericho was better. 100% Jericho was better. I'm a big Jericho fan, so I'm not biased at all. Me defeat the literal holiday? The holiday. Oh, are you strong enough to beat all of Halloween yet? The events and stuff like that. I did beat... I was running the OG Demon event one earlier today, so that way I could make sure to get the Halloween Gother cosmetics and everything, since I knew that I was going to be getting Halloween Gother soon from the free banner. But overall, I'm not super strong in the fact that like I can't do a decent amount of the events. The Belmoth one is actually harder than the OG Demon one for me because you need more like melee attacks, and a lot of my characters are ranged, so I either have to get really lucky and pull like Escanor melee cards, or like, I don't know, I just don't really have the units for it. But with some of these newer pulls, I maybe, but today's the last day of it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I went through the entirety of the Hawk board game thing. I was able to do some of the wins and everything for the Taizu Fight Festival event. Overall, I would say that I was able to do a lot of the stuff. We did the Halloween storyline like several days ago whenever we were trying to get the tickets for Merlin's banner. So I would say that even though we're like still relatively new, like we're on like week 2, maybe week 3 of the free-to-play account, and I mean, I was playing like 2 hours a day for the most part. I did a lot of playing over the weekend, just farming out the village stuff, but I'd say we're making really good progress overall. Like, being able to do some of this stuff, I feel like it's not locked behind like a super high like bar or anything like that. At least for now. Like, I know that some of the stuff later on gets kind of crazy, or like some of the higher difficulties might end up being kind of nuts. But we'll just kind of have to see how it goes. I think so far I'm pretty happy with how things have went on the free to play, at least. I'm really glad I was able to get this last rotation in before. Or like you finish the rotation out before the banner ended, because that's honestly going to be super big for me. What's going on, G&J? There's nothing to do with extra fest coins now outside of hourglasses. Haven't gotten a light/dark fest since Merlin. Or a non-light/dark fest since Merlin. That is true. They do them very often now, so it's not really like anything super crazy. Like most characters that come out that are fests are either light or dark at this point. So, yeah, it would be nice if they would just open up like a coin shop for them or something like that. I can only imagine they're going to try to like oversell them for whatever reason, though. They'll probably make the characters like super expensive in those coin shops. Who knows? What's going on, Rengoku? I miss Tower. Tower was kind of nice. I liked making guides for Tower. I thought those were fun. Next collab I'm predicting is Konosuba, Goblin Slayer, or Fate. I would like Konosuba. I think Konosuba could be really fun. Will you stream all the way until the collab? No, we're going to take a break in between. There's not really going to be anything that I can do on the game because of maintenance. So we're gonna end this after the maintenance starts, and then we will we'll come back once the patch goes live for the collab summons on the main account. Plus, it gets really hot in here while I stream, so this will be a really good opportunity for me to like open the window and let the room cool off and everything. I'll probably just go watch some TV or something until the collab happens. Do you recommend me create a new account on the Asia server? I have global account, but get bored really quickly. So maybe having a new account could be cool. I guess it just depends. Because, like, I don't know, depending on how much you can play the game, like, you might end up being able to get a good amount of fun and everything. Like, it's really fun for me to be able to play it on the free-to-play account. But, like, I don't know. Like, at this point, like, I wake up, I do my dailies on the main account, and then I don't necessarily, like, I'm not super worried about doing the dailies itself on this account, but, like, I feel like there's a lot of things that I need to try to do on here if I'm gonna try to, like, maximize potential, which like I said, I'm not, like, taking it super seriously, especially since I'm not worried about PvP. But overall, damn, crazy damage from Hauser there. It just depends on how much time you have, I guess. If it's not going to take away from, like, your main account, or, like, I guess if you don't care if it does, then it doesn't really matter. But it's been fun having a new account to mess with. Going through some of this early stuff and everything is great. It's been very refreshing, I think, overall. So that's been kind of nice. I don't think anything this early in the story has a revive, but just in case, we're going to do this. How long do you think it will take for you to best Demonic Beast, or when would you start to try doing that? I doubt we'll try to mess with it, like, as soon as we get to it, but depending on how many, like, materials and everything I've got on my characters at that point, like, I definitely want to make sure that, like, whatever team I'm going to end up using, I would love to have, like, full UR gear for those characters. I would love to already have them all level 100 and everything. Like, I definitely want to make sure that some of, like, my characters are invested into before I hop in. Like, I'm not necessarily as worried about costumes and stuff, but overall, having the characters sort of, like, you know, leveled up and at a good enough point, I think that I would be fine with that. Because, like, I don't imagine it's going to be too long, but it'll probably be, like, several weeks away to maybe, like, a month or two, I would imagine. Depending on how much, like, we actually get the power stuff up, because, like, I don't know, we gotta get all our characters to level 100. Like, I mean, obviously it's only 4 characters, but, you know, there's a lot to worry about up until that point, maybe. What's the right time to farm Demonic Beast for a new account? I guess just whenever you get to the point where you feel like you can handle it. Really, I don't know. I mean, I guess you just need to try it out from time to time and see how things go, and if it's really bad, keep working on your characters and stuff like that, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Because I'm hoping that I'm not gonna have to rely too much on, like, box CC and stuff, and more about, like, me actually having, like, the right characters for the job and having those characters invested into. But I don't know, because, like, I mean, whenever Demonic Beast came out on global, I already had, you know, all of my characters, like, most of my characters were, like, max level, UR geared and stuff like that. So, I mean, obviously, like, new characters and stuff for the Demonic Beast had to be powered up and everything, but overall, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of, like, me getting ready for the content really happening. It was just me, you know, mostly it was, like, the community figuring out what units were good for it and how, like, what kind of teams you needed to be using. A true free-to-play would sacrifice their firstborn for a multi. See, that's why gacha games are just not it sometimes. The gambling addicts love this kind of stuff, and being an addict to something like this is not good. Not what you wanna see. What's going on, Sai? Should I use gems for costumes or summons? Most of the time, summons are better. But, I mean, obviously investing into a character can be important. So if it's a character that you think you're going to get a lot of use out of, and you really want to use in, like, PvP and stuff like that, because obviously that's where a lot of the CC and stuff needs to be, you know, investing into a character from time to time is very smart. Like, I try to make sure that I invest very heavily into my festival units when they come out. I make sure to buy all their costumes and power them up and stuff on the main account and everything. I don't know how much I'm going to do that on the free-to-play account, because I don't know how many characters we're going to be summoning for, like, straight out of the gate or anything, but overall, like, it's really nice to have, like, very important characters invested in. So, underestimate how hard it is to grind when starting out. That's very true, too. There is a lot of grinding, maybe. Maybe 2 months is maybe a bit optimistic, but we'll see. I like how this is Lost Vein Melee, but he's literally just the old blue Melee. getting really nice. I'm really loving the Gother. The Gother is super nice. They're really rushing China right now. They're having the same named character PvP right now. If only I had triple Gother to be toxic. That's so funny. Yeah, I imagine they're going to have a lot of like really fun stuff happening, and I do think that they'll probably end up rushing a lot of stuff on there. There was a lot of rush on global, and people ended up getting pretty sick of it at some point. So they had to kind of slow things down a little bit, and then you know, just kind of gauge the community for some of that stuff. Infinite loop Fort Sulgris helps at the beginning. That's true. That's true. Which I don't know. I'm not to the point yet where I'm really too worried about like farming like overnight or anything on this account. I'm sure at some point I will end up having to farm, but for the most part, I'm just kind of chilling, just kind of relaxing, playing this on stream for the most part. I did play a lot over the weekend just to get the multis and stuff I needed for the Hell banner, but if I'm not going to be stretched to finish a rotation on a banner or anything like that, there shouldn't be any real hurry that I'm in. Like I'm not, you know, super worried about like getting every single diamond imaginable before the banner ends or anything like that, because I'm mainly focused on PvE in general anyway. So I think I'm going to be able to take this a little bit more relaxed than maybe regular free to plays. Edinburgh, very cool. You gonna stay live till for maintenance? No, I'm gonna end during maintenance and then come back whenever the banner goes live on the main account. Which I probably need to hop off before the maintenance starts so I can hop into the main account and make sure all the settings are right and everything. Because whenever I swap between the Asia and global server, it like resets all my settings, which is kind of annoying. Do you think that LR Lolly Merlin or LR Red Gother would break the game? I think Red Gother would break the game. I really hope that whenever they do a... I hope that if they do an LR Gother that it's the blue one, so that way he can actually get some use instead of any of the rank up ones. Because I think if they leveled up the rank up card, it would just be incredibly strong. It would just be so good. Which, I mean, I know Gother's not like super meta anymore, but he was literally like in the meta for like 3 years. Like probably the longest lasting unit of all time. Which I know that we got a green Gother as well, but the rank up is what makes Gother so good. So I'm pretty confident that people would have ended up using Red Gother even if Green Gother didn't come out. You're lucky to get 30 gems for every episode right now. It's easy gems. Yeah, that's very true. I'm gonna try to make sure that I'm not, you know, spending on anything stupid on this account if I don't have to. Rank 1 attack seal? No kidding, dude. I don't know what they could do to Gother without, like, absolutely making him, like, super broken. With experience, it's a lot easier to min-max. I mean, that's very true, too. I have played the game for a really long time, so I'm hoping that... hoping I'll be pretty good for a lot of this stuff, but... I don't know. The game has changed quite a bit, too. There's a lot of features that weren't in when I was back, like, playing originally, and, like, some of the stuff may have changed over time, and the metas and stuff like that are different, but we'll see how things go. Just play another game, meanwhile? Nah. I'm not worried about it. I need to take a break in between. LR Purgatory Bond will break the game. Give him updated stats and he could cook. God. LR Bond was, or Purgatory Bond was crazy when he came out. I really hope that he doesn't end up getting an LR like anytime soon. Which I don't think he will. They seem to be going through all of the 7 deadly sins first, but I don't think they're really focused on like whatchamacallit. They don't seem to be very focused on well, I say they're doing 7 deadly sins, but they literally did Elizabeth. But I guess she's always been like an honorary sin. But yeah, I don't know. I imagine they'll do one of the older bonds first. They don't seem to be very focused on, like, festival characters. I know that Lost Vein got one, of course, but he was, like, kind of the first character to get one. So he might have broke the rule a little bit. Purgatory Bond is so good. Mine's 4-6 without his Holy Relic. He was really, really good on release, of course, and he was good for probably a year to maybe a year and a half or so. Like, his meta lasted for a pretty long time, actually, so... I don't know. He could definitely change a lot of stuff up if he ended up coming back into the meta. Hope Purgpon gets 300% attack buff, even though he's an HP unit. That would be not it. If it was like HP buff or like damage dealt buff, I could definitely see that being like crazy. But then again, I feel like stats are a lot better than damage dealt or anything most of the time. LR go through means more buffs for unknown team. No thanks. That's also a really good point too. We don't need a go through right now. We either need a king or we need a Deanne. Bert Bond was most likely LR with Fest Arthur. They love pairing those two. Yeah, maybe. I kind of doubt they'll do Purgatory Bond though. Dang, we're already at tier 4. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Made some pretty good progress. Making some good progress. Go ahead and grab this. When do I level up? Alright, I'm kind of close. Okay. I did grab the Halloween Tavern cosmetics from the exchange shop. So that whenever we get to the Season 3 Tavern, I should be able to equip those, which will be kind of nice. We'll see how it goes, though. I'll use this. We'll probably call it quits, because I need to make sure everything's good on the main account before I hop on for stuff later on. Oh, the best character in the game! We did it! Game over. LR AoE King will break the game. His shield is really good. Well, that's the thing. I think he's really like too new. I think they're kind of focusing on doing the old units first. We'll probably get like a skinny king or maybe even a fat king as an LR first. I doubt we'll get any sort of like festival sins as LRs anytime soon. Because I mean the LRs are already kind of few and far between. It's like 2 months in between each one. Predicted for real? No kidding. Wow. Human tickets, so good. LR Twigo will cook. LR Twigo could be kind of funny. I kind of hope that they do old characters like that, like the SR and R characters, but I highly doubt they'll end up doing them, which is unfortunate. What am I looking for? I need to do it's a shop. Where's that bundle? It's probably another equipment bundle if I had to guess. Oh, crit defense. Ah, I can't even carry it at the moment. Oh well. I think we'll end things off here, though. Coin shop needs to be updated. I know! They were like, oh, we're finally going to update the coin shop, and it sucked. It really didn't update it, like, very well. Need to make a survey that makes us makes us decide which unit will be LR. That could be kind of cool. Rare characters must be 40 coins, max 50. Yeah, if they did, like, rare and SR characters at, like, a really low requirement, that'd be super, super nice. Because then they could release those maybe a little bit more often or something like that. I don't know. But either way, I think I'm going to call it here. I got to hop into the main account and make sure everything's good. And then I will see you guys after maintenance for collab summons. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed or anything super crazy. But yeah, I'll be back live again whenever the banner goes live. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me and hanging out and, you know, chilling on the free-to-play account today. And yeah, very happy that we were able to get Hell and a lot of cool characters on the Ragnarok banner. So I will see you guys in a couple of hours. So see you then.